spider suit. Let's discuss it. Let's go over things. So let's do the intro, the channel intro. Let's do that.
Hi, it's me, Cameo. A couple of PSAs. This is Shadow. He forgot to introduce himself. He's the newest member of the Shattered Web as of the 22nd of June this year, but some things went down in myself and Mark's personal life that meant that the Shattered Web took a step back for a little bit just because of some personal issues, some family issues, and yeah, so this is why it's your first time properly meeting Shadow. Be nice to Shadow. Shadow is lovely. We love Shadow. But it's also his first time doing this. So he didn't introduce himself. And he filmed this video in fucking portrait. So, sorry about that, guys. You're going to be dealing with a little bit of a weird format because he did it in portrait. He edited this video. Saved me a fucking job and a half. Thank you, Shadow. But yeah, be nice to him. His Instagram and shit is in the link below. Give him some of that Shattered Web love. Thank you. Otherwise you'll have me to deal with. The bitch. I don't know if he said it at the end of this video, so like and subscribe, bitches.
Right, spider suit. This is my custom suit, as I'm now the newest member of the Shattered Web as of some point. I don't remember the date. So this is my suit. This is my full suit. I'm wearing the whole thing right now. So let's go over the options I chose and also just the design, the reason for the choicing, and just pretty much it's just gonna be me waffling at the camera for a bit. So let's start on the helmet, shall we? Let's start on my face shell. Fairly planing helmet aside from the lensing, which has some really nice shapes. This lens might be familiar. It's the same type Tiff uses. Tiff uses the same type. Hers are white, mine are black. Face shell was made by Santos, as you can probably imagine, because Santos makes the shells for most of us. So that's the shell. Very basic, very normal, you know, very just a standard half face, half head style fish shell. So that's the shell. I did get a zip done onto the back of that, so the shell does zip. Do I ever use that zip? No, but it's there. So that's the shell. Let's get on to the actual suit, starting on my torso, shall we? The design, as you can tell, is very reminiscent of the Superior, the Superior suit, you know, the Dark Ox suit. So that is on purpose. I did want it to have very similar style, very similar vibing to the Dark Ox suit, but with a much lower lining of where the actual red transfers into black for the legs and the feet, which I will be showing in a second, don't worry. Now, the gloves, as you can see, kind of have a cool effect going on, because it also uses part of the Ben Reilly Sensational suit for inspiration, which is where the overall shape of this comes in, and then the fingers come in, and also onto the shoulders, which then spreads onto my back. Fantastic. The emblem on my chest is a bit smaller than the one on my back. Also, I got a neck zip. So I've got the neck zip there, and then a U-zip around and about. That's that. Forearm zips are also very much in place. I've just undone that, and now I'm not going to be able to do that back up. So I'll tell you what, let's get the gloves off, shall we? So this is just me giving a quick rundown of my suit, and then we're going to actually go into a little more detail about bits and pieces, because this video needs to be a bit longer than 5 minutes. So, top half of the suit is where most of my red comes into it. and then the bottom half is almost pure black except for the feet. With the suit design, it does have a patterning effect on it, which is actually the same as what Kevin has on his original suit design. I don't know if his secondary suit design does have that, but his original definitely does. So it's a triangle patterning, which, assuming I've actually edited everything correctly, you should be seeing right now. So that is the suit. Again, standardized stuff on the suit, standardized stuff under the suit. With the legs, it does have a kind of cool effect where half my foot is black, the other half is red. Half of it does contain the web patterning that is up on my torso and everything, and then that also spreads up half of my calf, and so about half my calf is black, the other half is patterned with the red and black like the rest of it. Now, my suit does have a little damage right there. No damage. That, I don't know where that came from. That probably came from that, well, I know where that came from. That came from MCM. Now, this is my first spider suit, but my second Spider-Man design. My original Spider-Man design actually comes in the form of my Spider-Punk suit, which is what I'm most well known for, is my Spider-Punk. So let's get some images of that up. Cool images. And just for fun, let's throw up a couple of my other cosplays and then a couple of photos of this suit. Cool. So now you've seen some stuff. Now, name. I go by Shadow online. I go by Shadow Cosplays on Instagram. I think I go by the same on TikTok. I will fact check myself, don't worry. I don't know what else to say really. I actually don't. You can tell I haven't thought about this at all. Kung Fu shoes. I've got those built into the shoe of my suit, as well as some other bits and pieces. I'm getting really hot in the suit, goddamn. So, that is my suit. So let's get the face gel on so we can have a look at how that actually looks whilst I'm wearing it and everything. Let's get that on. Like so. Boom, face gel. Hello, I'm now yelling. I don't know how you can hear me, and my webbing is so badly messed up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. As you can tell, I've not really done this type of thing. I do a lot of photography. I do a lot of static photos, stuff like that. So, if that's your thing, check out my Instagram. Shameless plug. If I can do it, so can the others. Okay, cool. I don't know what I'm doing. This is probably... What am I doing with my life? So, lenses. Oh, what is going on there? Yeah. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? There we go. So, that's on now. So, this is my suit. I've publicly worn this at one convention so far. I am planning to wear this at another. So that'll be two. I'll be wearing this at MCM October. Yeah, the mask's coming back off because I can, yeah. Oh. So, I am the newest member of the group. So I'm the newest member of the Shadow Web. I'm the youngest member as well. I'm 18. So, I don't know why that matters. But this is my personal suit. This is my second suit as well. So I'll tell you what, whilst we're here, how about I get my Spider-Punk on and we have a little going over a Spider-Punk as well, shall we? Spider-Punk. Most of the stuff is missing. A lot of the bits that I wear over there, I don't know where they are right now, so we'll find them. So let's go over some bits and pieces about my Spider-Punk, shall we? Some bits I wear. I wear fingerless combat style gloves. So this has a nice little palm pad that goes on the back of my palm. Followed up by what is actually a shoelace onto around the wrist to help hold the glove. This goes on my arm as well, up here at the top of the arm. That's full of holes. That's got bits and bobs. And then I have almost like a bracer type thing that I wear there. I do wear 2 belts with it. One spotted, which is on a pair of trousers somewhere, and a bullet belt, which just kind of sits, kind of slanted over me. Then we go on to the mask itself. This is actually made of 2 masks. So we have my base Spider-Man mask, which is actually a cheap mask you get on Amazon for like 12 quid, with some 3D printed spikes attached to it, a eye through my lens, so I can see. The other lens is fine. And then also paint around in between and a bit around here and a bit up there to give almost like an eyeshadow type look to that. Then onto the jacket itself. This is the jacket. There is a load of spikes, but they're all in black. None on this side, but there is some bits and bobs. There's a couple of pins, some patching, a chain that dangles there, and then onto the back we have my spider logo with "Punk's Not Dead" written onto the back. This was actually a Saw the Ride jacket originally, before it got converted into my Spider-Punk jacket. So, the t-shirts, I wear 2. I wear my red one underneath. That is just a red Adidas shirt. And then we have the blue one, which has a custom painted on spider emblem that does carry down onto my sleeve. So you can actually see that when it's like this, even though you can't really see most of the spider's leggings, it actually spreads to there. This is all tattered, and then this sleeve is fine. Same on this side, and again, carries on into this side. The trousers are really fun. So let's lower you so you can actually see the trousers, and we'll go over the trousers. Whilst I struggle. There we go. Okay. Fantastic. Great. The trousers have a lot of patching, a lot of pins, a lot of spikes as well. So these spikes here, some there, there's a load there, and then there's patches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 patches all over the trousers. The lowest is this anarchy one near my knee. For the shoes, for the footwear, now at the moment I'm wearing Doc Martens, set Doc Martens with it. However, once I actually get the new rocks, I will be using those. So, once again, we lift you up. So those are my 2 spider suits, my Spider-Punk, and then also my main spider, Sona. So that's my suits. Hope you enjoyed the absolute chaos and lack of cohesion that this video has had. Subscribe to the YouTube, and just to piss Tiff off, because I know she's going to do a bit of editing anyway, shiny!